in, people. Let's get it in. Make sure y'all strike the notification button as you come in. And make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at @TheRealGullyTV_. You already know. That's where I'm at on IG. Twitter, GullyTV1. And let's talk about it. Good morning. Let me, I gotta start coming here prepared. I gotta grab my phone. Good morning. Hit the notification bell. The top one. Peace. Walaikum salam. Y'all come on in here, man. Let's kick it. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. He said, individual. Tennessee, what up? Shout out to North Carolina. I might be down there soon. Take care of some business. I gotta go visit my mom. After watching the video, I can agree with you. He was talking like Cam was a cold chump. His whole style is chump. Make sure y'all go to my website, therealdribble.com, and get you some knittage. I gotta start bringing another mannequin. What up, what up, what up? 50 is equivalent to RKO from the WWE. I knew 50 was gonna respond. Yep, he was the first to respond. I happened to be up when he responded. He responded at about 4:20 this morning. I go to bed early, so I'll be up early. I'm like, man, this nigga on it already. He had it already. He said, top of the top. Monday, it is what it is back in action. Everybody gonna get some responses. Okay, that's what's holding them up. They only shoot on Mondays. We'll see. We'll see what happens. He said Jim was kind of asking for it. Jim didn't say a whole lot about 50. All he said was G-Unit can't dress. That's all he said. He didn't say nothing else disrespectful. He didn't. It was primarily, you know, based around him and Cameron's history. Jim is a snake trying to play the victim's role. The thing about this online thing, all types of people come and everybody has a different perspective. But some of y'all shit be bizarre as fuck. For instance, on my Instagram page right now, I posted I reposted 50 Cent's Instagram post, and it was him posting the voice transcript from the conversation that Jim Jones had with Mel Murder. And in this voice recorded transcript, Jim Jones was saying how the 9 Trey Bloods need to violate 6ix9ine for the shit that he's doing. And people always said, well, it sounds like he putting out a hit on a government witness, or sounds like he's culpable too, but he never got picked up. So people were saying, people was always saying, yo, is he an informant? Why he didn't go to jail with them after saying some shit like that? But 50 Cent reposted the actual paperwork, and I reposted 50 Cent's Instagram post. And because of that, you got people in my comments talking about well, 50 Cent told on this person, and 50 Cent never has been proven to tell on anybody. Where did that come from? And I gotta just break this whole ghetto Quran thing. Shout out to Bandana Black. Bandana Black made a comment in my Instagram comments, and he said something about the song Ghetto Quran. In the song Ghetto Quran, 50 Cent said, For all you slow motherfuckers, I'll break it down iller. Preem was the businessman and Prince was the killer. Them niggas was already in jail for that shit. Them niggas was already in jail for that. Am I right? Am I right or am I wrong? Wasn't them niggas already in jail? When Ghetto Quran came out, wasn't Prince already in jail? Wasn't he already doing fucking life? He said they'd been locked up for that. Exactly. Wasn't Supreme already in jail for drugs, for drug cases, for drug trafficking and shit like that? He said Preem was out. He was already convicted. He already did the time. Whether he was out or on the streets, he already went to jail. It was already documented who he was. The Supreme team had already got in trouble and shit like that. So it don't make no sense the whole he was telling on them niggas on that song. That's bullshit. It's always been bullshit. And furthermore, nobody else that was on that song had a problem with what he said. Nobody else on that song has ever voiced any displeasure or any problem with that song besides Supreme, or I guess, whatever. So he said, yeah, that was public knowledge. Yeah, it was public fucking knowledge. So where do y'all get the whole he told on somebody? Where do y'all get that from? Who did he tell on? Who did 50 Cent tell on? Don't y'all know if 50 Cent told on somebody and people had actual proof of this, one of these niggas would have been used it as a retaliation. As much as trolling he does, somebody would have been posted that shit. That shit would be out here for us to look at for years and years and years. Nobody has ever proven this man to tell on anybody. So where did that come from? Where did that come from? Where did it come from? 50 said Preem never ratted. That says a lot. And I believe Preem said the same thing about 50 Cent. You the only one here that makes 100% facts. This shit is like, it's elementary. Like, it's elementary. It makes no sense. But yeah, 50 Cent is always the first to retaliate. You knew that he was going to say something eventually. He did. I think a lot of the shit that he do, he just be bidding. It's a part of his online persona to bid. And Jim Jones gave him some, Jim left money on the floor all this week. Shout out to Justin LeBoy and his podcast. Everybody has been able to eat off this whole topic all this week. It came from the American Gangster episode. The rumor started because they've been saying 50 had something to do with that Murder Inc. indictment. 50 didn't have nothing to do with that shit. Somebody, Bandana Black said something about Ghetto Quran and Murder Inc. getting in trouble. Murder Inc. probably got in trouble because they was running around with the nigga that was convicted of E-Money Bag shit. Like they was around him. He was around them, whatever. A plus B equals C, man. Come on. He didn't tell Preem Murder Inc. and 50 was killing him. Time for Jim to show us some victims. He always hostile, but nobody ever get beat up. I don't think nobody gonna be throwing no hands, man. These dudes got money, man. It's not gonna go further than social media, YouTube, shit like that. That's something that's just not gonna happen. I doubt it. Cam posts nothing yet or drop a new episode. I wonder what his response is going to be. Somebody just said that it is what it is. They publish videos on Monday, so we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it's money on the floor. It's been money on the floor all this week, thanks to Jim's interview. Now that I think about it, I think that interview with Jim and Homeboy, that might have been like scheduled. That might have been Jim's rebuttal. 50 Cent and Cameron did their little... 50 Cent and Cameron did their episode on It Is What It Is a few weeks ago, and Jim never got a chance to say anything back. So, ironically, he did this interview on Justin LeBoy's podcast. Was that Justin LeBoy's first episode? Did he have any episodes prior to that? Did Justin LeBoy have any episodes prior to that? It was his first one. Somebody said it seems like Jim had stock in that. It seemed like it might have been launched for Jim to get his retaliation off, for Jim to get his reply off. It was his very first joint. Do y'all think that before the cameras start rolling, it was established what they were going to talk about? Do y'all think before the cameras start rolling, there was a discussion held about what would be contained within this interview? Definitely, yes. I thought about that too. I said this probably was orchestrated for him to get his lick back or him to reply and shit like that. Yeah, premeditated. Yes, 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 yes. I believe that it was probably premeditated, and the questions that will be the focal point of the interview was discussed prior to the cameras coming on. So, there you have it. Jim needed a platform to rebuttal that which 50 Cent and Cameron discussed, because I know it was getting under his skin. Everybody made a video about it. I made a video about it. I did, and everybody else did. So it was only a matter of time before he wanted to say something, I had to say something, and he did. Manny Fresh says, Jim is a jealous and unloyal hater. Justin had a show on Revolt TV a couple years ago already. It didn't last long. Now he was back. Okay. Jim said he helped 50 and Cam out. He probably helped Cameron out, working or, you know, within his capacity of being a partner at Diplomat Records. I know he shot videos and shit like that. And him and his goonies they probably worked a security detail and some shit like that, but I don't know what he did to help 50 Cent out. Getting back to 50 Cent's post. Did y'all see that, the picture that he posted of Jim Jones taking a selfie with Jay-Z? Yo, was that at the Rock Nation brunch or some shit? Was that at the Rock Nation brunch? What was that? Where was that picture at, yo? Where was that picture taken at? Was that like a Rock Nation brunch or some shit? Hey, yo! Why did... Hey, yo! Why did he look like a happy fan? Why did he look like a happy fan? Jim Jones used to diss Jay-Z during the DVD era and shit like that. Why did he look like a happy fan taking a picture with Hov? Do they got regular pictures together? Is there regular pictures of Jay-Z and Jim Jones anywhere? He said, yeah, it was the brunch. Everybody's a fan of somebody. Is there any pictures of Jim Jones anywhere with Jay-Z? They said he was smiling like a first-time party invite. There's no photos of Jay and Jimmy ever. Y'all think Jay-Z would take a picture with Jim? Y'all think Jay-Z would take a picture with Jim? He said, I've never seen a regular pic with Jim and Jay. Y'all think he'd take a picture with him? He said, nah. So Jim said, I'm going to take this opportunity to get me a selfie. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I wonder what... Did he post that? That picture ain't on his... Somebody gave 50 Cent that picture. I don't think Jim Jones posted that on Instagram. I don't think he posted that on Instagram. Where did that picture come from? That picture he looks vulnerable as hell in that picture, man. Jim posted it years ago. Did he? It's been around. Okay. Oh my goodness. If I ever seen a picture where a guy, an adult, kind of looked like he on his groupie right there, that was it. That was it. That was a heavy picture. That was very heavy. Cam and Mase versus Jimmy and Mano. Who you got? Come on, man. Don't start with the Mano shit this morning, y'all. Let's leave him out of this, man. Please. Y'all just gotta just leave him out of it. 50 was up working out at 4 a.m. Same thing he did with Pusha T at that same Rock Nation brunch. I seen that in the comments. They said that if you think that picture was bad, you should have seen the one that he did with Pusha T. I wonder why he took a picture, a selfie of Pusha T when they was at it. They had their little, lyrical exchange or whatever. He definitely posted that. His caption was, he been walking around ear hustling all day. Okay, in that picture, that looked like, was that Jay-Z, Diddy, and Fat Joe? That's what it looked like. Good look, Gully. Just received my second PA knit. Shout out from Philly. You more than welcome, and I appreciate you. Jim felt accepted. Jay made Jim a lobby boy. He took his selfie. I don't know what to say about that. That whole selfie picture, it's not consistent with Jim's image, not the image that he put out. He said Remy was in the pic too, right? He called him the individual and said, don't be saying anything gangster to me. Everybody know that you working. Do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe Jim is an informant? Jimmy is a senior citizen acting like a 24-year-old. Do y'all think he's an informant? A lot of people had something to say about him. I gotta know. I gotta yeah. I gotta hell no. 50 definitely uses the 48 laws. Somewhat, no. Groupie vibes, no. Yes. Definitely. Yes. Yes, he's something. Somebody from the South just called him 12. He was on a wiretap. I was always on the fence about whether or not he has any involvement with that shit. I don't know. But some people seem to think that he should have been picked up with them. Google Jay-Z and Jim Jones photos. They have a few. Okay, I never really seen any and shit. But that selfie it definitely looked funny. After seeing a picture like that, these niggas shouldn't have any problems with fans wanting, photos and shit like that. Because that's proof that everybody is probably a fan of somebody. It just looked funny on Jim Jones, considering that he was trolling, or he said a lot of shit about Jay-Z during the DVD era. Everybody in jail except for Jim. Do you know how many people went to prison for Jimmy? That's a good question. Is there anybody with a specific name that says he put them in jail? I don't think so. He said Jim is the East Coast whack. Speaking of whack, I just was listening to somebody sent it to me. I don't fuck with whack like that. Somebody sent me a video of, I think, a dude named Little Draws, and they was on the phone with whack, and he was saying how, don't be acting like we didn't go upside your head and shit. Did y'all hear that joint? Did y'all hear that? Whack seemed like he wasn't trying to acknowledge that situation. He was happy to be there. He was the only one beefing with Jay for Cam. Exactly. Yeah. That same Rock Nation brunch. That same Rock Nation brunch, because I believe that was the Rock Nation brunch. That same brunch is the reason that Dame Dash apologized to Jay-Z and Leo a couple years ago. Remember when Dame made the video and he said, man, I miss him and I'm sorry and all of that type of shit? Dame want to be out at those brunches. He want to be at those brunches. It fucks with him. It burns his soul that he's not invited to that Rock Nation shit. That's the first thing that I could think of. I'm like, man, if Jim in there acting like that, you could imagine how Dame feel. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy got caught with pills and a pistol. What happened? That's a great comment. Jimmy did get caught with a pistol in, I believe, Atlanta. Can I get some support from the chat? Did Jim get caught with a pistol in Atlanta? This is a couple of years ago. Probably been like 5 years now. Did he? Did he? You see, yeah, I remember that. Yep. What happened to the gun case? He ain't on probation. He's still smoking weed publicly. What happened to the gun case? When shit like that start to happen, it kind of make people speculate. It does. That's one of those cases that went away. Some niggas' cases be going away. Like Dark Low. Dark Low had a gun case. They came to his house during that OBH shit when he wrote that letter. He got caught with a hammer too. It was a hammer. It just went away. Poof. It just went away. It just went away. Damn it. I always said this, man. Whenever I got in trouble, they expedited putting me in jail. They didn't waste no fucking time putting me in. I don't know how, dudes just don't, they whenever I got in some trouble, man, my case was processed and I was on my way, whether I was going to be free or I was going to serve some time with them, probably like, let's say 8 months is a long time. Man, niggas be on the streets for years and years and shit. Like, niggas be on the streets like it just don't make sense. It didn't happen for me like that. Like, they didn't waste no time putting my ass in jail. I just never understood how a nigga get in trouble and then he still be around and you be like, damn, what happened to the nigga case and shit? They be talking about postponement and man, when are you going to jail, man? What the fuck? He got caught with guns and drugs. At least you didn't have to wait on a jury trial. I wasn't on the streets long for no jury trial either. If I was confined, even that seemed like it was going down like expeditiously and shit. There was no. My man said my case is over 90 days and I was on my way. Maybe that's something that he should answer. I mean, this is personal. This is personal business, but people do want to know. Y'all like the video. It's 1,200 people here this morning. And I wish a good morning to each and every one of y'all, man. Make sure y'all going to the gym. I hope y'all been watching my fitness videos, man. Putting y'all up on game on how to preserve your youth. Don't wait until you get sick or get an ailment or anything like that to think that it's time for you to start working out. You can start today. Fitness is free. It is. Go get you a little bit of something. And for y'all who don't have a lot of motivation, this is a little cheat code. Get yourself some headphones or some earbuds. and make yourself a short playlist of about 5 songs. That's about 15 minutes, right? Put them earbuds on, man, and get to work, man. By the time those 5 songs play through, your body be warmed up, you'll be charged up, you'll be ready to listen to another 5 songs and shit. Music helps in the gym. It does. So try to get you some music and try to fight through those songs and shit. Like if you're getting on an elliptical machine or the treadmill or something like that, put that music on, man, and fight through those songs and shit. The rhythm and all of that type of shit, it should carry you somewhat. Quiet is kept. That's really why Cam distanced himself from Jim Jones, because Jim's case disappeared magically. Nah, man, they've been having problems for some time. Cam said it himself on his podcast when he was talking to 50 Cent. He said, people didn't know that we weren't on the same page in the Diplomats. That means before Jimmy even did what he did, there was already problems there and shit. This has been a long time ago. Do y'all know that this shit that we talking about is close to 20 years old? Probably. At least 15 years old. Do y'all know that? This shit has been a long fucking time and just keep coming back to, it just keep resurfacing and shit. The fact that it keeps resurfacing tells me that somebody's salty. It just keep coming back. According to Google, he copped a plea in that case. When Jim was crying on Funk Flex live, explaining everything, talk about Chrissy and everything, it's on YouTube. Gully, I've been seeing the hate from Jim. What did Jim Jones do to hate? I mean, like, for real, what did he do to hate on Cameron? I don't get it. I just want a balanced opinion. What do y'all feel that he did to hate on Cameron? Wasn't Jim doing his thing in his own right? Bird Gang, Max B, the Ghost of Rich Porter. The Ghost of Rich Porter. People don't talk about the Ghost of Rich Porter enough. If you had the Ghost of Rich Porter, you know there's no reason for any hate to exist between them. It's not. It's absolutely not. DJ Bandana Black, thank you. I appreciate you. See you be out there repping. Jim is mad that he back cool with Mase and he not a part of it. Let me comment on that briefly. That could be a lesson to be learned when I said it in my prior live stream. Some people can be loyal to their own detriment. If you see family beefing, and let's say that Cam and Mase probably had a relationship that was almost consistent with being family. When you see family having a disconnect or beefing and you're an outsider, you probably shouldn't say nothing, because it's been my experience that eventually family might, time heals all wounds. Family might eventually reconnect, right? And you know what's going to happen? They going to turn around and look at you, the outsider, and look at you and say, yeah, you was talking that shit, you was running your mouth. And you're going to be the outsider, because they're going to continue to be family no matter what. That's a blood connection. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he was, in his mind, in Jim's mind, he was riding, he was being loyal to his friend. That was his people that he was at it with. And you see what happened. Eventually they became friends again. And Jim is the outsider. I don't think Mase will ever in life be Jim's friend. Mase ain't gonna never like him, ever. Y'all remember how he talked to him on the radio Y'all remember the interview? I think it was maybe Angie Martinez show. Off with your koofy. You ran up out of here, Betha. Ain't that what he called him? You ran up out of here. Rest in peace to baby Maine. He ain't. Betha, is that you? He's never gonna let that go. It was almost like he was bullying him on the radio. He's never gonna let that go. He didn't. I think Jim might have banged harder on him. I think Jim might have banged harder on Mase than Cam banged on him and shit. He dig? He said, I remember that. He said, that's when he introduced the Goonies. Mase ain't never gonna mess with Jim. So that's probably at the root of the problem. He like, I got my friend back, my basketball teammate back. I don't know who was around Cam first, Jim or Mase, but them niggas is on the same hoop squad, so that makes the bond probably a little bit more precious and strong. So he's probably never gonna be cool with him, and Cam is cool with him. So there you go. Mase and Cam got over 40 years as friends. Mase was with Cam since they were 9 years old. Oh man, he said I believe Mase was first. They've been together a long time. Damn, Jim. That relationship is probably over. How about he the guy that took him to Biggie's house? Jim hates that Cam not stuck in his second childhood. Cam and Mase, children of the corn. Jim came around when Cam and Mase got popping. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Super chatters, I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all go to Instagram and check out my posts, man. Like, if you follow this platform, you should be follow me on IG. A lot of the shit that go down on Gully TV, it starts on IG first. I'm very active on Instagram. Instagram is a little bit more direct. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you follow me at IamGullyTV_. Cam ain't never smiled that hard until we linked back with Mase. I think Cameron don't want to hang with Jim. No matter what Jim's motives was, I discussed his motives in a prior live stream. No matter what his motives were, he said he had to do what's right for Jimmy. When he went and fucked with 50 Cent during that beef, he embarrassed Cameron, humiliated him. So he gonna always hold that grudge. The shit that we discussing right now, this is just a temporary conversation, but the grudges between them shits is probably gonna be permanent. I got a super chat, Grand Rising to those in the chat. Oh, that's Miss Tish. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Jim was the first New York City blood in rap. A lot of people took that style after. He probably was the most high profile. I think the Diplomats really put the blood thing on the map on radio, wax, mixtapes. They was a lot of shit that they were saying. Lottie Dottie, Dot brat, all of that type of shit. You heard all of that type of shit on Diplomat songs, and a lot of us didn't really know what that shit meant until, over the years, the Scoobies and all, you started to figure it out, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the Diplomats, Jim Jones, probably spearheaded representing the blood thing, but he wasn't doing it by himself. Cam was saying that shit too. He was. He said DMX was a blood. I never ever heard DMX represent no blood type of shit. I never heard that. You think because he was saying dog that he was a blood? I never heard DMX associated with the Bloods. He didn't strike me as the type of person that needed a gang or nothing like that. He said the only thing he fuck with is his dogs and shit. He said that. DMX was a part of a gang full of canines, man. He wasn't in no goddamn gang. Cam knew the gang stuff was dead end because of his cousin. Gully, Jimmy is an informant. How can that be proven? I don't think that can be proven. Hold on. I don't think that can be proven. Where's the paperwork? Go to my Instagram at IamGullyTV_. I reposted it. 50 Cent posted. It wasn't like a legal doc. I said it wasn't a legal document. It was transcripts from a wiretap conversation between him and Mel Matrix. The gang affiliation helped widen the wedge between Cam and Jim while Cam was doing straight tax-paying business, oil and water. But the gang niggas was protecting the diplomats. Am I right or am I wrong? The gang niggas was the security detail of the diplomats. Jim always said I was the rider. I had the soldiers and shit like that. So, I don't know. Everybody on that wiretap went to the feds. Casanova 2-time posted his paperwork this morning. I don't know how paperwork came to dominate hip-hop music, man. It's too much of a criminal element in hip-hop. It is. But apparently Casanova is at a holdover, in a federal holdover in, I think, Nevada somewhere. I'm glad you reminded me to interject that. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep it fair. We're going to say one thing that could be perceived or received as a negative. We got to say the positive, too. Naptown. Oh, go to my website, therealdribble.com, man. I got several flavors of these and shit. I got like 6 flavors. Cam had homeboy security, Fat Sean, Black Adon, etc. I just had to get in here and remind y'all of, we keeping the score. So 50 Cent is the first one to reply to Cameron. I mean, 50 Cent is the first one to reply to Jim Jones' interview. We're going to see where this goes. I see a lot of people saying that Jim is doing this because he got an album coming out. I know who did something on purpose. The nigga Young Noble, who made that lukewarm diss song about Nas. He's trying to come out with more music. Right after he did the Nas, right after he did the Nas diss, he dropped a music video. I said, man, goddamn, man, you did all of this so motherfucker pay attention to your new music video, man. That's crazy as hell. Niggas need to stop doing that, man. Niggas need to stop doing that. I seen somebody made a video, the latest video about me. I can't save you broke niggas, man. I can't. Mark Ramo. It was so cringe back in the day watching him try so hard to be a blood while True Life chased him all around New York, stealing his chains and rings. Appreciate your super chat. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. I had something to say about a specific person. I don't like when these bum niggas put my name in their titles, man. I don't, man. You niggas don't have a future in this shit, man. Like, everybody who tried that failed. They not here anymore. You need content. I told y'all I provide my own welfare system, and you niggas can make videos, and y'all might meet the threshold, but for real, ultimately and shit. Stop putting my name in y'all titles, man. I don't know you niggas. I don't have no When I get on here, I drop 30 and lead the court like Mike and shit. What I said, whatever I say, that's what I said, and it's final and shit like that. I don't be trying to engage you niggas in no debates. I don't talk to you niggas. I talk about the topic. You dig? Y'all make me the topic and shit. And I guess I understand. Whatever. Your haters are confused fans. Jim kind of stole his whole shit from Bundles. I seen that shit and kept scrolling. These niggas be like trying to use life preservers, man. Alpo video, a Wayne Perry video, a video about me. Them is really the main three and shit, man. Like, I look at these niggas' channels, I'll be like, man, they should have never dropped the requirements when you needed, I think, 5,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. When they dropped that shit, all hell broke loose. It did. Yeah, he said I be seeing screenshots. Yeah, these niggas be going and looking for pictures of me and shit to put in their thumbnail and shit. I seen a nigga talking about Chaz Williams yesterday. He took a picture of Chaz off my page, cropped my t-shirt out, because Chaz was holding a Gully TV t-shirt. Cropped the t-shirt out and used my picture and shit. Man, I can't do all the work for you niggas, man. Y'all gotta do something, man. Like, for real. Seriously. Hate is confused with admiration. They watching you now. Yeah. Yeah. Same thing with Preem's kid. Y'all be trying to bait me in this shit, man. I ain't going for it, man. I'm not. But I got some dope original content for y'all, man. I'm back on the road this weekend and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pop up in somebody's city. Camden, I'll be out there in like a week. So if you from Camden, you an underground MC, man, you need some marketing and promotion, you need to tap in. I'm definitely gonna be in Camden in like a week. Got some business out there. Shout out to Porter Rich, Rail Rock, Apollo, the Camden MCs and shit, man. I'm gonna be around in a minute. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, I'm gonna get up off of here, man, and prepare to get to the gym. I just wanted to get on here briefly and tell y'all how I felt about the whole narrative of 50 Cent being a snitch. I think that's something that needs to be deaded. Like, there's never been anything on this nigga name, man. Like, if it was something concrete that could stick, everybody would know about it. In closing, I'm gonna say this. People always talk about the Ghetto Quran situation. People was mad about the Ghetto Quran situation. Preem had already went to jail for whatever it was he did, and Prince had already went to jail for whatever he did, whatever it was that he did. So that's that. He said, show Alaska some love. Y'all out there fucking with the dribble in Alaska? All right. And the Nas diss was trash. It was terrible. Niggas need to stop trying to box with gods, man, if you're not built like that, man. Like, something that we need to clear up is this. There's this belief amongst some people that God created everybody equal. That couldn't be further from the truth. It couldn't. He didn't create everybody equal. He gave some of us some extra gifts. Some of us got some extras. You know what I'm saying? And if you didn't get any extras, you don't have to be a part of the show. You can be a fan. We need fans. All right? I'm up out of here. Instagram at @IamGullyTV_. Twitter, GullyTV1. TikTok, The Real Gully TV. All right? Peace.